Sorry for the lag. I had to boot into XP and update it, and I hadn't used it in a while. So anyway, and I looked and I couldn't find. I no longer have Home Designer Suite, so I'm going to use Deluxe 7.08. And the question was, when you have two buildings, I'm going to draw two buildings. Of course, we'll just keep it simple for the tutorial. I'm going to put them one there and one over. Whoops, let me draw it in the right direction. Wonder why I didn't build a roof over there. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to move this building over a little bit using a edit area. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now, let's see what the software did just based on out-of-the-box defaults. Pretty sure I know what it did. There's two buildings and they're exactly the same height and so forth. What I wanted to talk about is, let's open the dialog box on the main house over here on the left. And you can see it's set to a ceiling height of 97 1/8, floor height 0. And I would assume the same thing's true over here. Yeah, okay. And your question was, how do you get them in at the same height or the proper heights and so forth? Let's just say, for argument's sake, since you didn't say, I'm going to go over to terrain and just keep this simple. I'm going to use elevation, flat region. Click on that tool and draw a flat region. We'll open that object's dialog box. Oh, I'm sorry, can't use that time. I need an elevation region. Let's see. I don't remember if Deluxe has that, but I assume it does. Not flat region. I need something I can program. All right, I guess that it doesn't look like Deluxe has that ability. Okay, so we'll use elevation lines. That's fine. I'll draw a line and a line. And while this is selected, I'll open it up and you can set the elevation you want. Okay. Now also, I'm going to draw some more lines over here. A couple more. And just for arbitrariness, I'm going to set this elevation area over here to minus 60 inches. And this one as well. Minus 60. This one here, I'm going to move right over to the edge. Just drag it over there until it's close. I don't want it at 0, right on the edge. I want it just slightly away from the edge. Okay, let's see what that did. We got 0 over here and minus 60 over here. That's what it did. Of course, it submerged. It submerged this one. And I'm going to click on the terrain plane and open it up. You can see over here under auto calculate elevation, it set it to the other building. And it's just arbitrary. You have to understand computer programming. It can't do both, so I just picked one. And that's probably about correct for this outbuilding over here. Let's make it an outbuilding. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, I guess that's all I can wheel in. I'm going to put a door so we'll have some sort of reference point to where the okay, that's a little high. So I'm going to raise the terrain here about 7 inches. We'll make that 0. Oh, I need to go the other way. Okay, so we'll make it 6 minus 66. Okay, that looks about right. The bottom of the door relative to the terrain. Now, of course, this building is submerged. So what are we going to do about that? So this one's, there's 60 inches difference. So I'm going to go over here in this dialog box and tell it to tell its floor height to be 60 inches. I'm going to hit the tab key, and you'll see that it tries to maintain the same ceiling height because dynamic defaults are still being followed. And let's go over here to default settings, floor, or plan, I guess it was in that old, this one here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Surely you can set that. Plan, that wasn't it. Yeah, floor level is zeroed out, which is you kind of expect. Well, all right. It's been a while since I've used version 7. You forget a lot of the things that they added in the meantime. Yeah, okay. Anyway, this one over here is following the default at 0. And this one over here, I'm going to set to its floor at 60. Hit the tab key. It tries to maintain the 97 1/8 default for the entire floor. So I have to get rid of the dynamic default symbol because I don't want it to follow dynamic defaults. Okay, it's giving me a little attitude. I want this at 96 inches or 97.125. But I want this floor at 60. I'll click OK. And of course the roofs are automatically rebuilt. Let's see what it did. Okay. I need to zoom in. Where's my zoom tools? I guess I can't. Okay. I'm going to just copy this door here over there. And so the terrain's a little high here for that setting. I'm just showing you what you can do. I'm not saying this is some sort of absolute truism. We'll set the floor to 66 inches. Hit the tab key. And see how it automatically took 6 inches out of the ceiling. It's just, that's the way it's programmed to work. We'll just override that, make that a 97 1/8. Click OK. The roof's automatically rebuild. We'll go back to the camera. It looks like I need to, I could change the terrain. You can always, move the terrain. Well, just for grins, I'll make that minus 69. Make it minus 72. Okay, it's moving it in the wrong direction. I always forget it's one way or the other. We'll make it minus 55. Okay, that's more like it. And you jockey these figures around until you get the values that you need. Obviously, you'd want to take some field measurements so you'd know what the difference in floor height is between one building and another. But I just wanted to show you some of the dynamics of how you get the software to emulate that for you. I'm going to put this back at minus 60. Let's put it at minus 64. Okay, that looks a little bit better, and it's too high over here, so I've got two cameras open. We'll open this up, and we'll set the floor to 72. And put this back to, see how this works? When you change the floor height, it tries to maintain, get rid of that. There we go. That's looking a little better. I'm going to raise the floor just a little bit more so we get the right reveal on the terrain. So that'd be floor height 77. Hit the tab key, change the value back to what the building's ceiling height actually is. Okay, that's about right. See, most places you have about 6 inches of reveal between the floor and the grade to maintain drainage. You don't want water running into your structures and so forth. So that's what I can tell you about this. And I've said them numerous times that the software doesn't do anything except follow its programming and follow the settings, you guide it by the settings. And this is an excellent example of that. And I hope this helps. This tutorial is applicable to all versions and all titles, terrain and those dialog box settings in the rooms that I was doing, they're all applicable to all versions since time immemorial in this software. They haven't changed. Of course, there have been refinements and so forth, but the basic functionality has not changed. Thank you for your kind attention. I hope this helps you.